Hell is not eternal torture. The view of hell that many Christians agree with is the eternal conscious torment view. Even though there are Bible verses that seem to describe the ECT view of hell, I believe that view of hell is false. I'm convinced that the ECT view is wrong because it clearly contradicts God's love, and I interpret the Bible based on God's love. Why? Because God considers love to be most important. Number 1, love is most important. Does God consider love to be most important? Love is more important than anything else. Colossians chapter 3 verse 14. What is love? Love is patient and kind, never jealous, boastful, proud, or rude. Love isn't selfish or quick-tempered. It doesn't keep a record of wrongs that others do. Love rejoices in the truth, but not in evil. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4-6. What is the purpose of love? Do good instead of evil and try to live at peace. Psalm chapter 34 verse 14. How does God relate to love? God is love. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8. You are a kind and merciful God, and you are very patient. You always show love, and you don't like to punish anyone. Jonah chapter 4 verse 2. Because of what love is and how God identifies with love, God will not create an existence where individuals will be tortured forever. Number 2, but God is also just. Christians who accept the ECT view of hell will respond with, but God isn't just love, He is also just. Their response reveals a serious misunderstanding. Love is not a part of who God is. Love is the core of who God is. That means everything He does, including His justice and judgment, must always stem from love. But even in judgment, God is merciful. James chapter 2 verse 13. Number 3, how should we treat our enemies? God tells us to treat others with love, including our enemies. Why? Because that is how He also treats His enemies. Jesus said, but I tell you to love your enemies and pray for anyone who mistreats you. Then you will be acting like your Father in heaven. He makes the sun rise on both good and bad people, and He sends rain for the ones who do right and for the ones who do wrong. Matthew chapter 5 verse 44-45. We cannot claim that God loves His enemies while also claiming He tortures His enemies forever. Number 4, why do so many Christians accept the ECT view of hell? By agreeing with the Bible verses that seem to describe hell as ECT, they believe they are being biblical, and if they are biblical, then they believe they are being faithful to God. But here is the question. Would God want us to hold to a biblical interpretation or doctrine if it contradicts His love? Number 5, if I reject the ECT view, what is my view of hell? I personally accept the annihilation view of hell. The annihilation view, to me, is the process where God will judge unrepentant unbelievers and will address every wrong word, thought, and action that they did throughout their lives. God will show how all their wrongness has dishonored Him, themselves, and others. After that process, God will end their existence. Also, unrepentant unbelievers are not those who struggle in their faith or struggle with having faith. Here is a description of unrepentant unbelievers. Sinners don't respect God. Sin is all they think about. They like themselves too much to hate their own sins or even to see them. They tell deceitful lies and they don't have the sense to live right. Those people stay awake, thinking up mischief, and they follow the wrong road, refusing to turn from sin. Psalm chapter 36 verse 1-4. Oh, and I reject universalism, the belief that all people will eventually be saved, because I believe to truly love God, we must have the option to reject Him completely.